Bro, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all up front. For these type of videos right here, it makes me wish that I had like, I need to get an alternative account on another platform where I can just say what I really want to say, right? I can use language that I feel is appropriate in situations like this. But for now, this is on YouTube, so I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as I can, right? To a certain extent, I might not be able to help myself. Because stuff like this, when you see stuff like this on national TV, grown men crying over some bullshit, right? I'm just saying, it really pisses me off, okay? It just does, right? I don't know if you remember last year, Kirk Herbstreit, he went on TV and cried like a little baby.
And I think that's what I mean when I think the black community is hurting. If you've listened and the word empathy and compassion over these last 4 months, how do you listen to these stories and not feel pain and not want to help? You know what I mean? It's like wearing a hoodie and putting your hands at 10 and 2. Oh God, I better look out because I'm wearing Nike gear. Like what? What are we talking about? And so you can't relate to that if you're white,
right? Over so-called racial injustice. Boo-hoo crying, just whine. I'm gonna tell you, I can't stand seeing grown men cry. I can't stand it. But I understand it for certain things. Okay, you know, if a close relative die, you know, if you, I don't know, get cheated on, you know, I don't know, certain stuff, yeah, it's fine. But when it comes to this race stuff, when you see people crying, grown men, grown ass men, that especially athletes, testosterone filled athletes, former athletes, crying over some bullshit like what they're gonna be crying over right now, I can't stand it. I can't stand it, okay? And what they're crying over right now is the Jon Gruden emails from literally 10 years ago. 10 years ago! That basically called Denora Smith, who I think is like the president or executive of the NFL's Player Association. He said that he was dumb. He called him dumb. Morris Smith has lips the size of Michelin tires. Basically, he was roasting him, right? He was roasting up Morris Smith, okay? Now, was the email unprofessional? Sure. But at the same time, do I think it was racist? Probably not. I don't have any proof. But a lot of people say, well, it's a racial slur. You're only saying that because you're soft, right? That's the only reason you said it. Because I hear so many jokes about white people not having lips, okay? I hear it all the time. But when a white person says something about a black man's lips, all of a sudden now you got grown men crying on TV, bro. Anyways, let's get into this. I just can't with this, bro. I can't, bro. I'm going off on this today. I can't help it.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of emotional responses to this. Teddy, I hear you saying basically, if you were in that locker room today, you kind of just put your head down and you think of him as the leader in terms of the decision maker, but not necessarily a leader you respect. I'm curious from your perspective, Randy, if you were in that locker room today, would you be able to play for him?
You know, to speaking to Teddy's point, you know, basically you hear us talking about we got work to do, we got a job to do, and that's to provide for our families. And Teddy hit it right on the head of just putting your head down and going playing football. You know, I speak about the game of football. I fell in love with the game of football, Sam, at 6 years old. And I get emotional talking about it because of situations like this. My civil rights were taken, were kind of messed with in high school.
What civil rights? What civil rights were? You said it was taken, and now you're saying they was messed with. So what actually happened, Randy? Okay, you went to high school in West Virginia, I believe. I can hear it in your voice. I highly respect you. You live in Charlotte. You're down the street. You my boy. But I don't know if I can get behind this. Oh, well, you know, my civil rights are taken. You got to be specific, right? You can't be out here making these general claims. Okay, if you gonna go this route, tell me exactly what happened. Tell me exactly what happened.
Over the color of my skin, and now being able to play 14 years in the National Football League, to have something like this of a leader. We talk about leadership. We give guys these big contracts because they want to be able to lead 70 men, coaches, equipment staff, and managers to the number one goal, and that's to win the championship. And for us to be moving back and not forward in 21st century, like I said, man.
Bro, we're not moving backwards. The only people that's moving us backwards are the so-called progressives and people like you that are getting emotional about this stupid email, right? The only people that want us to go back to Jim Crow and segregation are the leftists, the progressives. Those are the people that's taking us back, right? And when people like you get so emotional over this stupid email, what you're showing is that you're weak, right? You're basically putting out there that black people are fragile and weak and can't handle some stupid comment that really, I mean, it's a stretch to say that it's just racial. The dude got big lips. I got big lips, right? Some people like it, some people don't, right? You know what I'm saying? They're useful, right, in certain situations. So look, I ain't complaining. If somebody got something to say about my lips, hey, it is what it is, bro.
National Football League, this hurts me. The clock is ticking, man.
This hurts me. This hurts me. The clock is ticking. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Bro, oh my God, man. I can't believe this, bro. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm just taken aback, okay? I feel bamboozled, led astray, run them up. I just, for the life of me, why is the mainstream media trying to play up this story? When I first heard this story, guys, I said, oh, okay. Like, he made those comments. I've heard plenty of jokes about white people's lips. Next, new story. But they're trying to keep this story going and going and going to try to play up this whole race thing. And it's like, bro, the emails from 10 years ago, who gives a damn? Nobody.
I'm sorry.
No.
I can play for you, but I'd rather not. Okay? I'd rather not do it, but if I have to do it, I will. And it's just because I have other people that I have to provide for. Yeah. Right? But I'd rather not do it.
Yeah.
But we've done it before in different situations. We are all mentally tough people in that locker room, but it's something you'd rather not do.
Yes.
No, you're not mentally tough. If this bothers you, you're not mentally tough. Okay? If any player in that locker room, you're getting paid millions of dollars. You're getting paid millions of dollars. You mean to tell me that I'm going to let my play be affected, which could potentially affect my money, my millions, because a white head coach made a comment about a black man's lips 10 years ago? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Miss me with that, bro.
So this is what I think about. It's like Randy sitting up here feeling this way from a distance.
Look at this man crying. Look at this
I can't
grown man
imagine
crying,
a
bro.
guy in that
With a
locker
woman
room
crying
today,
too.
trying to play a football game, feeling that way.
With a heavy heart.
How? I don't
It
know.
hurts.
I don't know how. What? Max, Matt, or Rex, I would love to hear your perspective. What should the NFL do right now? You see this response, and you guarantee there's a version of this response in that locker room. What should they do? How do you make this right? How does Jon Gruden make this right at this point? Or is it a lost cause?
You don't do nothing. You do nothing. What you do, you go on living your life. Like I said, if you're a player, if I'm a player in the locker room, I'm like, bro, I got to worry about making some money, playing well so I can feed my family. I ain't got time to let Jon Gruden's comments get in the way of that, right? So what they should do is nothing, right? Move on. Who cares? Who gives a damn? Nobody. The only people that care about this is the media, because the sports media has been irrelevant. They've been irrelevant for basically going on 1 or 2 years now, right? So now they're trying to get the ratings back. They're trying to get people to start watching them again by playing up this stupid race thing. And again, the comments, in my opinion, are borderline racial, right? It blows my mind, man. You got men up here crying with a woman. She's crying too. A white woman. Why? For what? What are you mad about? And I guarantee you, none of those players in that locker room, if they got their head on straight, that is, are crying about this. None of them. I wouldn't be. I'm like, what's up, coach? How you doing? I might make a comment about his lips, just to even it out. Who cares? And the funny part is, you never see white people get this hurt by what black people say about them that may be racial. I never see it. And this is the thing that bothers me, because a lot of these woke revolutionaries want to talk about power dynamics. One of the biggest power dynamics I see is the fact that black people get hurt by things so easily that has a racial connotation. Half the people that's getting hurt by it have never experienced any type of real racism. They haven't went through Jim Crow. They haven't went through slavery. They don't know anybody that went through. They don't know anything about that. But they get so hurt by comments. But yet, when you say something like that to a white person, white people, most of the time I sit there just like, you know what I'm saying? They don't get that hurt by it. This is why I don't care about the N-word. I just don't. People may find that controversial, but the reason why is because I understand that if I don't care about it, then nobody can hurt me with it. It doesn't matter. That person that can use that word to potentially hurt me does not have that power anymore. But for whatever reason, these people, they let words hurt them. And it just shows how weak and fragile a lot of these people are. It's embarrassing. I'm literally embarrassed.
I'm at a loss for solutions, but I think the answer to that question probably comes from somewhere inside that locker room, in that Las Vegas.
Are they still following him? I mean, that's a big question. You have the slogan of Al Davis talking about, just win, baby. Today in Las Vegas, the slogan is must win, baby. So to be able to really see how this team responds coming off a loss and then having this week coming out with a heavy heart. All eyes is on Las Vegas.
Yeah. Randy, I appreciate you just being genuine and honest. It's what we love about
Being
it.
soft. That's what you appreciate.
Yes, we have.
Emotional.
Yes, we have.
Look, I want to point this out. Let me point this out real quick. Look at Matt Hasselbeck, right? This dude, look at his lips, okay? I mean, it's safe to say my lips are bigger than his lips. If one of them, if Randy Moss was to make a comment about this man's lips, do you think they'd be having this conversation? Do you think they would give a damn about it? No, they wouldn't care about it, right? No, nobody would care about it. Because, first of all, I don't think this dude would be crying about it. I don't think he would be hurt by it. I think he'd be like, oh, it was a joke, and keep it moving. But no, if that's said about a black person, all of a sudden, oh, it's racial. Oh, we got to sit on set and boohoo and cry. It's embarrassing, and I'm just sick of it. You're making me look bad, right? You're making me look soft, and I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.